right now with Natalie Proctor. She is the global head of F&B for the Funstation Group of families. She is the head of F&B for Funstation, 15 locations. It is the biggest family entertainment center business and conglomerate in the UK, and also just considered a pioneer and a trailblazer in the family entertainment center business. I'm so excited you're with us. Yay.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. And so I know that, first of all, thank you so much for doing this, because I spoke with your sister, Vanessa Miller. She's the wife of James Miller. They are the owners and founders and operators of Funstation, 15 locations. They've been in the business about 40 years.
Yes.
And it is family owned, family operated. And what's amazing is that when he was talking about the family, he said, hey, this is the family, the Funstation family.
Absolutely.
Regardless of whether you're an immediate relative or you're an employee, everybody is part of the family, and it is teamwork, which I thought was beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. We do look upon ourselves as a family, and I think we're very welcoming to people. And what we've found is the employees really enjoy being part of it. When they come to us, they don't want to leave, they want to stay, and they want to be part of that group because we're so welcoming and it's such a lovely environment.
Yes, it is actually, it's a lovely culture, a lovely environment, and also, from what I understand, has a very low attrition rate, the company, and many people stay for a very long time. Like Julie Petit, I keep mentioning her.
Oh, she's a legend.
Right, she is a legend indeed, and she's been with the company for a very, very long time. And what she said, which mirrors what you were mentioning a moment ago, is that literally it is, you have the opportunity for growth constantly, and you have phenomenal leaders and a great culture in the company, and I thought that's just amazing. So tell me, what does it entail to be the head of F&B, and also the sister of Vanessa, who was just gushing about you, and she said the most beautiful things about you, her older sister. But tell us what it's like. What's within the scope of that job?
Well, there's a lot of hours, a lot of long hours. But I think as well the communication with the sites. We know what we want to put forward. We know what our customers like. Some sites it's all about the cocktails, other sites about the beer, you know. And I think it's just understanding your customer when they come. We do a lot of children's parties as well, with the laser tag and everything. So we try and cater, and it's constantly shifting as well. So we've got to keep up with current trends. What do they like? What's on the market? What are they seeing when they go in a high street? Can we replicate that?
Right.
Keeping the pricing as well, because we're a family entertainment. So we really have to look closely at the cost.
Right.
As a family coming out for an evening can be an expensive thing.
It can be, especially when you throw in games and whatnot, and the meal and the food and whatnot. Yeah. But what's lovely is it's also, it creates lifelong family memories, and so they will pay a premium for that.
Yes.
So that is lovely. Have you found that in F&B, there's so many trends all the time? I know, we hear about them all the time, and they call it entertainment, right? And cocktails, the mixology, you know, it's no longer cocktails, it's mixology. And so just navigating that means you constantly have to learn. So would you say you have a growth mindset?
I think you should. You have to. Yes, absolutely. Because it's the same with even the amusement arcade machines and things. It's constantly evolving. So if you don't keep up and you're serving, the kids know what they want. They know.
Yes, and I think also it's a lot of pressure. I would think for the business itself being a trailblazer, right? Because you're already seen as an industry leader, so the expectation is that you are on top of trends and whatnot. So so this is for the Women at Embed platform, okay? Tell me, as you know, a very senior, think about it, right? You're on a business trip. You're very senior in your company. How have you seen the industry kind of evolve, especially when it comes to gender parity? Because I heard that your entire senior leadership team is female.
Yes.
See, James is really smart. He knows how to surround. He told me he surrounds. That's the brains of the company.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, this is a good place to be, yes, because we're all very respectful of each other. And James working with women as well, you know, it could be overpowering.
That's true.
But I think he listens to what we're all saying, and we all understand, we work well together. And I think this is it's a key part, really.
That's wonderful. Okay, so share with us. Do you have like any favorite quotes that you know that you like? Any mantras? Any your vibe attracts your tribe, or stay on, or don't get sidetracked by people who are off track, or I don't know. Do you have any favorite quotes or any or mantras that you live by?
I just think, you are you. You are your own person. You have got to find your journey and make your mark in that role. I saw a poster once, and it said, "This poster has more rights than most women today," and that really stuck with me. And I just thought, that piece of paper stuck to a wall. No, and I think in a lot of ways, it used to be women would say, "Oh, how can I do this? Oh, am I allowed to do this? Oh, will they let me?" But now I think it's more, who's going to stop me? I'm doing this and I want to do it. So who's going to stop me?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that is so true. And what you just mentioned right now is so insightful. I mean, really, okay, Natalie, there are no words. Okay, there are no words, because it's so insightful. That the fact is this, and I was in the IAPA Women's Luncheon, and I stood up and I said, hey, whether you're a middle manager or you're a chief executive, you have far more power than you know. You have individual power, right? Individual gravitas and agency to be able to say, I am going to show up as the best version of myself, and I'm going to be the change I want to see, right? And you're right. Someone is going to change the world. Why not me? Who's going to stop me? And I think that's so empowering. It's incredibly empowering to be able to say things like, who's going to stop me?
Yeah, who's going to stop me?
And you're right. Who's going to stop me? I love that. So tell me, with that in mind of empowerment, during difficult times in your life, and everybody, by the way, that is the one consistent across the universal human condition, is that, hey, ebb and flow, right? Progress, not perfection. Things happen in life that are challenges. How have you navigated, let's say, the more difficult times in your life?
I think you just have to take a moment and you have to just assess what's going on in your life. Is it family? Is it work? How can you balance all of this? And I think you just have to really dig deep sometimes. And at the end of this, you come out stronger. I think you power through, you push yourself to go harder, to go further, and challenge yourself with the role. I think that way you can build, you can learn. So you have to see it as a challenge, really. It's not a failure, it's a challenge to the next step. And you push yourself to get to that next step. And you think, you know what? That's all right. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, right? And I think, I have, look, all of us have friends that will have challenging times and whatnot. And I always go to my friends and I tell them the same thing. Number one, you're stronger than you know.
Yeah.
Number two, you've been through worse. Number three, you will get through this.
Yes.
And I know I'm always the one that they kind of call to say, hey, what's your one-liner for me, Sarah? Come on, you got to help lift me up. And I do believe that, yes, you have to look at things as this is a challenge that's ultimately going to be a gift. Even when you're in the eye of the storm, you have to say, I'm going to get through this. Why am I going through this? What's the gift, right?
Yep.
And I think that's very, very powerful.
The sun will rise tomorrow, just the same. It will be another day, and you will just keep putting one foot in front of the other. As Dory says, just keep swimming.
There you go.
Just keep swimming. You will get there.
Yeah, you just have to keep swimming. And at some point you have to be certain with the uncertainty. I was mentioning to James and also to Vanessa that many times people will take confidence and conflate it with certainty, like, oh, if they're confident, they must be certain. But actually, it's a universal part of the human condition that no one is certain about anything, right? No. Certainty is a universal human experience. And so the best thing that you can do is say, hey, I'm going to be certain with my uncertainty. And I'm going to be confident that no matter what comes my way, I'm going to find a way to navigate it. But more than anything is being able to say, you know what, I'm expecting to have a great day and something magical and amazing is going to happen.
Yep.
Because the fact is this, psychologically, you find what you look for, right, every single time. And I
Yep.
think that's incredibly, incredibly powerful, as is speaking with you today. Natalie, I can't thank you enough. This was so cool.
Thank you.
I know it was stepping out of your comfort zone, but you know what?
Yeah.
Happy International Women's Day. Thank you for being with us today.
Yeah.
Natalie Proctor, the global head, the chief cheese of food and beverage for Funstation. Right here, she rocks. She's pure gold, as James would say, pure gold, okay?